The article is about the concerns of the extinction of several languages and the linguistic heritage of India. The recent one, the most which has been discussed in detail in this article is Dogri language. According to a report by UNESCO, India has topped the list of countries with maximum number of dialects. And as per Central Institute of Languages, India has lost over 220 languages in the last 50 years. The concern about Dogri is discussed in this as an example in this article. The major reasons which have been identified for this decline is globalization, which has introduced English as the lingua franca, migration, which leaves few sets of original indigenous speakers, because the migrant population has to adopt to the culture and also and hence the language of the new area where they are settling. And the pursuit of economic opportunity, the comparative commercial advantage that some languages hold over the indigenous languages leads to marginalization of the indigenous scripts and their speaking style and their dialect. This often encourages speakers to prioritize widely used languages, which leads to fading out of the regional ones. Also, there have been the steps, according to a survey in the Jammu region, it has been shown that most of the people of the Jammu believe that adequate support by the state and the authorities have not been given for the protection of their Dogri language. Although the Jammu and Kashmir Official Languages Bill 2020 gave long impending recognition which the Dogri languages deserved as one of the 5 official languages of the state, but this has been just in letter and not in spirit, which can be easily understood by the absence of Dogri in the school curricula or the administrative use for in the Jammu and Kashmir. To understand how we can understand the extinction of a language, there are 2 criteria. First, the generational divide, and the second is the rural-urban divide. First, the generational divide is blatant in terms of the speakers and writers of the Dogri language, because among the respondents, those who were age 60 plus constitute the most of the population who can easily understand and write the language at least at an intermediate level. But this percentage drops rapidly to 0.25% in the age of 41 to 60 and 0% in the age of 20 years who show proficiency in reading and writing Dogri. Another indicator is the rural and urban population divide in terms of the Dogri language usage, because the general pattern of dominant migration is from rural to urban areas. This shows that hence approximately 56% of the rural respondents can speak Dogri, while this number drops to 45% in the urban areas. And also 15% of the rural respondents can have demonstrated the ability to write the Dogri language, which drops down to 4% in the urban areas. So 2 major steps that needs to be taken in this direction is, first, the very technical one, because the census 2021 is still not conducted, which is to be conducted in upcoming 1 or 2 years. That would lead to enumeration of actual number of Dogri speakers, and hence our policies can be rooted in the evidence which comes and the empirical data which is collected in the census. And second, there is also need to change the narrative that shows that English as the hallmark of modernity and progress. There is need to decolonize the linguistics, which should be seen as a larger task at hand.